Tragedy. 73 seconds is all it took on the morning of January 28, 1986 for a Space Shuttle Challenger to explode. The accident would claim the lives of all 7 crew members and leave American viewers with a horrific image. The cause for the explosion was later determined to be the fault of a ruptured O-ring in the right solid rocket booster that triggered right after launch. This photo, taken by the Kennedy Space Center, shows the exhaust fumes from the rocket booster combined with the smoke from the explosion of the space shuttle. From the main smoke cloud, we see lines coming out from the side due to pieces of falling debris before they land in the Atlantic Ocean. But what made this event a tragedy had nothing to do with metal or electronics, but rather with the people who lost their lives. The crew, consisting of Michael J. Smith, Dick Scobie, Ronald McNair, Ellison Onizuka, Gregory Jarvis, Judith Resnick, and Christa McAuliffe, symbolize the diversity of America. Whether through their race, gender, background, or religion, the crew of the Challenger touched Americans' hearts because it allowed every American to believe anything was possible. This was especially embodied through astronaut Christa McAuliffe. McAuliffe, who was the first winner of the NASA Teacher in Space program, was to become the first teacher in space. Due to her winning the contest, there was much media coverage of the launch as it was shown live in classrooms across America. This made the accident more significant to Americans, especially with the media attention the story received afterwards. Even though this photo represents a horrific event, there were some positives that came about through this misfortune. The Rogers Commission, created by President Ronald Reagan, investigated what happened in the launch process that initiated the explosion. This would halt space shuttle launches by NASA for the next 32 months. From this commission's report, new regulations were forced upon NASA to prevent tragedies such as Challengers from occurring again. As Americans, we live with technology in our comfort zone, and we never expect technology to fail. But when it does, like in this accident, it brings us all back to the reality that nothing is perfect. To be known for something this tragic is probably not how the crew members or their families wanted to be reminded of this event. Instead, the astronauts of the Challenger space shuttle should not be remembered as victims of a bizarre accident, but rather as brave men and women who were able to see through the risk and go for their goal of one day flying in space.